Hello, everyone. Welcome. My name is Leonard Dominguez, and I am a business consultant with the Small Business Development Center, SBDC for short. Today, we have a great tutorial. I'm going to be showing you how to create a logo using Canva design tool. So what I'm going to do early on is provide you a quick walkthrough of what Canva is. Then I'll show you how to sign up. Then I'll show you some of the robust features that the platform offers. And then I'm going to kind of show you, go into two tutorials, how to create a logo using free add-ons as well as paid add-ons from Canva Pro. Let's get started. All right, so what is Canva? Many of us may know what Canva is. Maybe some of us have already used it, utilized it for many of our business needs. But if you're not familiar with Canva, this is Canva right here. This is the login page or the sign up page actually. And you can have so many different ways to sign up. You can use your Google account where it will connect it to your Gmail account. You can log in through Facebook, but you can also log in with your email. So I would follow each one of these steps. I'm already signed up already, but if you were to click on any one of these, do the verifications on however the authorizations through Facebook, and then to follow the prompts to get back to the sign-in page. Okay, so once you're logged in, you are inside Canva now. This is inside the platform. As you see down below, you see all your designs. Yours will probably be blank, and then they provide this kind of itemized items that you can kind of select on different icons based off of what you want to design. You can also click here where it says create your design. As you can see, as I mentioned earlier, you can create presentations, Instagram posts, your story posts based off of Instagram as well, Facebook, Instagram story. Create a logo is what this tutorial is about. Mobile videos, posters, and flyers. So even traditional marketing, this tool is very robust, as I had mentioned. Traditional marketing, you can create flyers, business cards, even on this amazing platform. So let's go now into the search bar right here. And as I mentioned, I'm going to show you how to use the platform to create a logo. So I'm going to type in logo, and in the drop down, I'm going to select logo here. And what Canva does, it provides you various templates that you can use. And as you can see, some say free, which means these are free to use, zero cost, and you can modify, or you can use all of these functionalities to your liking however you like. But for this tutorial, I'm actually going to create our own tutorial using creating a blank logo. And as I mentioned, those logo templates, Canva makes those for you. They preset the size, they preset the design, the typography, everything. And they're still here on the left, and we can drag and drop any one of those particular templates into our logo and modify it as we see fit. And that's exactly what we're going to do for the designs that I'm going to share with you today. So here are the designs I'm going to create for you. All right, the two logo examples that I'm going to be creating for this tutorial, it's going to be two fake businesses. One's going to be Lavender Berry Company, premium handmade soaps. The other one's going to be the Foreman Beard Company. The Lavender Berry will be utilizing a lot of the elements and templates that are free. And then the Foreman's going to be one that's going to be using some free items, but also some items from Canva Pro, just so you can see the combination of the both free and pro versions. So I'm going to jump into this template. This is going to be for the Lavender Berry. As you can see, you scroll down, you can see all the various templates that you could drop in, and then you just kind of just drop them in there. Right now, I kind of have already found one that I'm going to use for Lavender Berry. So let's get started. So for this particular example right here, I'm going to remove the elements that I don't need. For example, that orange, I don't need that. I'm going to shrink this down to about 30. And what I'm going to do here is I'm just going to highlight, in in the box, and I'm going to change this to lavender berry. All right. And what I'm going to do again is that I'm going to highlight it again, and then I'm going to go Control D if I'm on a PC, or Command D on a Mac. I'm just going to duplicate that because, as you can remember in the example, I'm using co with the underline. So I'm going to add those two components. So I'm just going to do what I did right here, what I did the one above, and write co. And then what I'm going to do here is I'm going to go to these three little dots, and then I'm going to hit the underline. Perfect. And then what I'm also going to do is go into the size, and I'm going to shrink it. So I'm going to put it right here. So you can see, move that little over a little bit, and there we go. And the background doesn't really matter so much because usually with the logos, the transparency, you know, we use transparency background, so we just don't have color in the background. You can, of course, but for this example, I'm removing the background. So I have some preloaded colors already that I'm going to be using. So I'm just gonna drop those in there. You have the capability to go in there and utilize any color for your color scheme. You can also, it's based off of the hex color scores, hex color. So that's how you would be able to get that going. All right, so it's kind of coming together now. So as you're looking back at the other example here, I have another font here. So just for this one, I'm going to go down to text. And what I'm going to do is I'm just going to add a header right here in the middle. And then I'm going to write premium handmade soaps. As you can see, it kind of takes over the other, the original color scheme, but I'm going to change it to my other one where I have my lavender berry, and then I'm going to shrink this down to about 15. Yes, right there. So now you can see it's kind of coming together. Perfect. So we have that. That's great. So now I'm going to start to add the elements and themes here. So as you can see here, I kind of have, I'm going to be pulling in some lavender, free lavender. And I'm also going to bring it into free berries. All right, so what I'm going to do here, obviously, I'm going to shrink it down because it's a little big. And I'm just going to kind of put it in there. I'm going to rotate it a tiny bit. And I'm going to shrink the berries a tiny bit as well. Turn it a little bit like that. And as you can see, it's kind of blending in a little too much with the logo. So what I'm going to go back here is I'm going to go back to this area. I'm actually highlight each element, and then I'm going to go to this transparency right here, and I'm going to bring down the transparency to about, let's say 18, 19. I'm going to go right here, click on the lavender, and then I'm going to bring this one down to about 20 as well. All right, so shrink this down a tiny bit more. And there we go, folks, is that we have our Lavender Berry Company premium logo right there. So what we would do here is that we would just click the download button. And what you would want to do is save your file as a PNG. Keep the size, it's 500 by 500. It's a good size. You can always reduce it down the road if you like, but you'll definitely want to click on this transparency button right here. So just click on that, click download, and then you'll be able to download it. Okay, now we're going to start on the second one here. Let's see. Scroll up here. This piece. We go to the template. I'm going to bring in this free template right here. Yeah, scroll down a bit. I'm going to start by removing all the circles around it. Then I'm going to take this. I'm going to move this on top. I'm going to go to effects. I'm going to scroll down to the bottom here where it says curve. I'm going to make this a curve to 35. Perfect. Then I'm going to highlight the words and I'm going to type in beard company. We're also going to increase the size a bit. About 14. 14 sounds good. And I'm actually going to adjust the spacing a bit. When I turn this up to about, let's say 399. And then I'm going to take this one to about, light space is pretty good. So, all right. So we have that piece. I'm going to remove this image right here, and I'm going to replace it with my beard image. Remember, the beard image is a pro feature. So if you decide to go purchase the pro version, you'll be able to utilize a lot of the the pro elements that you see throughout the Canva, throughout the elements. All right. So now I'm going to change this second functionality. I'm just going to move down here so I can change it. I can always move it. And then right here, I'm going to call, this one's going to be, just do down below, the format. All right, it's kind of big. I'm going to change the font to that one. I'm actually going to change the font down to 25 as well. It looks a little big. It's a 25.3. All right, now it's kind of coming in. I'm going to kind of stretch this out because I want it to be on one line. Perfect. As you can see, it's kind of coming together there. It's like a different font than the one I have. There we go. Then I'm going to bring this piece right here, bring it down a bit. Now, let's change this one here. And I'm going to change the effects of this one. I'm going to change the spacing on this one a bit. So about 125 sounds about right. And then probably I'll increase this one up a little bit. Looks good. All right, it's coming along real nice. All right. And then I'm going to add a text. I'm going to add this text right down here. And then I'm going to go ESTD. And I'm going to go 2019. Change this to about 16. Move this right here. I think I capitalized that. So, capitalize small. Establish D. I'm going to change this one to shade one. And then I'm going to change the letter, the height a bit. So just want to change this to about 135 should be good for that one. And then change this one to about 122. All right. Let's shrink it down a bit here. So I made some spacing. Oh, I did make a little spacing in between. And there we go. Our Foreman Bearded Company logo. This is a little bit bigger, of course, but it looks great. But remember how you download this is click the download button. You save as a PNG. You click transparent background. And that's how you download that one. So. All right, I hope those tutorials were very helpful for you. If you need any assistance with the logos, definitely reach out to SBDC and we can assist you with your logos and any other marketing needs. Thank you so much. Have a good day.